hello, and welcome to something I've been wanting to do for a little while. So far I've been looking over the original Captain America 1944 serial film, which is the first in my line of Marvel films, which I will be ranking. But it's superhero central, not movie central. So what I will be doing is covering a comic book. But don't worry, it's about Captain America. Captain America First Vengeance. It's a tie-in comic for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And that's kind of contradictory. I mean, it's a comic in the cinematic universe, it's kind of... But whatever. So, here we go.
Yeah, this is how it started way back in the day, when the people were talking to my hurricane. Yeah. This is how...
So, Captain America First Vengeance is actually quite interesting because it's set up in a way. Every different comic, every different comic in the series is a different type. Like, it follows a different person. So the first one is Steve Rogers, and then blah, blah, blah. It's all the people. It's like the scientist dude from Captain America, First Avenger, Howard Stark, and all the peoples, okay? Follows them all. And the story is actually quite interesting. It shows, how Steve Rogers has been denied. In the movie, it's just kind of exposition, but it shows how he really wants to help with the war. How he feels that this is his destiny. He feels like this is, Now, Captain America, the First Avenger is one of my favorite MCU movies. It's not the best, in my opinion. If you were to rank best, then it wouldn't be, the best, but it's one of my favorites. And I love it so much. So the movie was amazing, and then I read the tie-in comic, and it was also amazing. It showed how, scientist dude, the German scientist, not Schmidt or anything, he's working, the American German scientist, the guy who's working and he fixed the super soldier serum. I can't remember who he is, can't remember his name, but his story is actually quite interesting because they picked him up off a car and it was like, hey, I'm here. The Nazis are like, hey, well, we want our super soldier serum, so come on, we want you. And then none of this was told in the movie, so it's actually interesting. Because they took his family and they took him in because he didn't want his family to get hurt, but they kept him in, they killed his family, and they pretended his family was still alive so that they could hold it over his head the entire time, being like, hey, maybe we'll kill your family if you don't do this. But an agent comes, picks him up and helps him out. And it's actually really great because I didn't know any of that. I mean, unless you had read the Wikipedia page, you wouldn't know none of that, okay? So it's actually interesting. I like reading the comics. And this is actually a really good one, and I would recommend it. I give it a 6 out of 10 stars, okay? 6 out of 10. It's great, and you should read it. Actually, no. I give it an 8 out of 10 stars. It's not amazing, it's not great, but it's really good. So I suggest you read it. I really suggest it. It's great. It's a great comic book. You should read it.